Hello everyone, ATB Tarot here with you, bringing spiritual messages always with God's permission. Some of you have many couples that I see happy, are couples who are already with their soulmate, thriving, protecting each other, supporting each other, and are couples who have very strong protective spirits by their side. And many of you do spiritual practices to maintain family happiness. You do manifestations, cleansings, so that nothing interferes with the peace of the family. Mentor Spirit is announcing for you to be careful. It is a spiritual alert. Be careful, because here it says, be careful driving. Because sometimes you can be driving and looking at your cell phone. You are distracted. Be careful not to crash the car or run over someone. Be careful. Whoever drives any car, motorcycle, bus, truck, be careful when driving. Focus, attention. Do not drive if you are not well or have been drinking. Also talks about a caution. Also another spiritual alert with a bed of love. A bed of love can bring a big problem in your life. So the Spirit did not say, what is the problem? He just said, be careful, right? With bed of love, with relationships. This message from a gypsy of mine. She is a gypsy. I believe that this gypsy, she always, it appears here when there are warning messages, especially for couples. Sometimes for some reason you are in a good relationship and suddenly you are going to make love with another person, with a third person, and this person gets pregnant or has some disease. So be careful. Or if you are not in any kind of relationship and you are going to make love without responsibility, it can also generate a big problem in your life. Nobody wants that. So the tarot serves to always bring spiritual warnings. I see that many of you are thinking about going somewhere else. Maybe you're making plans to travel, to study somewhere else, to work somewhere else. And if this is a dream of yours, here it shows the opening of paths for changes, travel and transfers. I also see that a person, look here, there is something that is going to happen that you may not be expecting. A daughter-in-law or a sister-in-law or a mother-in-law will knock on your door, ask to stay at your house for a while. And you don't know what to do because it is not something that brings you joy. But at the same time, you don't want to hurt your partner. Your partner is part of their family. And what the spirits say is like this. Learn to say it. It's not that simple. Learn to say no. If you don't want them to stay in your house, but they're going through a lot of hardship, you can even help them financially, but they're in their corner and you're in your corner, because it won't be a very good thing. I don't see it as a positive thing. Sometimes there's no problem at all in bringing your mother-in-law, sister-in-law, or daughter-in-law to your house. They're people who are on the same vibration and energetic frequency as you. But sometimes these people come into our house with ulterior motives. So don't abandon them. Don't abandon them. We shouldn't abandon anyone, because the hand that gives is the hand that receives. But try to make it possible in a way that you help financially, but they have their corner. Here we also talk about some of you who need to pay attention to the lack of oxygen in the brain. Maybe you need to see a doctor to see something related to hypertension or nerves, because some of you may be developing some kind of panic syndrome, or may have a stroke because your blood pressure is very high and you haven't realized it. High blood pressure requires a doctor's appointment. It requires medication. It's very dangerous if the spirits are there. Giving this warning, go there and measure your blood pressure. If it's not you, your partner, the people you love and live with. Okay. I also see that some of you have to be careful with something related to the bank. It's a scam that they'll try to pass on to you. If you pretend to be a bank, this is happening a lot, people. It's a spiritual warning, not only for your sign, but pass this on to other people too. I've never seen so many scams. People are looking for me to know what to do because they've been scammed. It's an absurd number of people. So There's a huge mafia of people with bad intentions. Don't give your number to anyone. Don't give your card to anyone. Don't send money to anyone, because I see this could happen in your life. Here, too, I see that there's going to be an offer for you. Look, there's going to be a job offer. You're going to have an interview. In this interview, there's going to be someone, maybe, you know, those kind of interviews that are in a group. It could be because you went to ask for a job, a scholarship, or maybe a lecture. It's a study or work environment where you're going to be with other people, and there's going to be someone there who's going to want to embarrass you. A bad person, a narcissistic person, who is also competing just like the others, but uses illicit attitudes to get what he wants. So be careful with this person, be careful with this person. I always say it doesn't hurt to do a spiritual cleansing before going to a place that is important to you. It's spiritual protection, spiritual cleansing. And here too, I see that there is a person who is in love and will invite you, and you are in doubt whether or not to go. So I'm going to take advantage of it for you, because when you have doubts about things, whether or not you should go to my WhatsApp. I have a question service. I have a game with more questions, and those who are subscribed get a 50% discount. So subscribe to the channel, help the channel, and get this great gift that ATB is giving you. Coming back to reading. I see that you who have been dating for a long time are in a relationship with a person, with a commitment to a person. I see a surprise coming into your life. Maybe you don't know it, but this person will either ask you to marry him, or she will rent or buy a place for you to live. There is a surprise in relationships, an upgrade in relationships, maybe also news of pregnancy. I see a celebration, couples coming together to celebrate. I see the arrival of children or grandchildren, and a lot of happiness in the family. This also talks about a very productive partnership. It has to do with you forming a partnership with a person you consider a lot. This person considers this person very highly. And this person and you will start a partnership that can be very productive. Okay? I see business partnerships, business proposals. This talks a lot about the letter I, the letter R, the letter A, and the letter S. People with these initials who will form partnerships. I see a lot of success. It doesn't have to be just these letters, but spirituality came here and brought these letters. Maybe they have some meaning for some of you. So I see a good movement in your lives. I see you seeking spiritual support. I see you in movement. Lots of celebration and happiness for couples. It's been a long time since I've seen this for your sign. A good time for couples, families, achievements. And if you want to know more, get on my WhatsApp now. Ask your question. Your reading is complete. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. See you soon.